It takes advantage of the differences between funds share price, which is set once a day, and next day market conditions. Many funds, in fact, discourage, penalize, or prohibit short term trading. While otherwise legal, market timing is an SEC violation if the broker publicly bans it and then allows a few select clients to do it. In filing charges of civil security fraud against Putnam Investment, the fifth largest mutual fund firm in the United States with $272 billion in assets, regulators alleged that executives knew that two of the firm's portfolio managers were market timing their own funds for personal profit, told them to stop that, didn't fire them, and let them keep the profits. But like 2003, as world of scandal rocked once trusted industry, several big state pension funds announced decisions to take money out of the offending mutual funds. At Putnam Investment, Lawrence Leiser, CEO since 1987, was ousted and four managers were fired. For Iowa Treasurer Michael Fitzgerald, Putnam's house cleaning wasn't enough. He fired Putnam by withdrawing $586 million of the state's pension fund. It's a matter of trust, says Fitzgerald Lezer. He got paid an outrageous amount of money and he should have known what was going on. As the scandal unfolds, reports are surfacing that malpractices have existed quietly for some times in the past, so the revelations may be long overdue. Market timing has been an issue for at least a decade, says Richard Saur, partner in the Washington law firm Vinson and Elkins. You couldn't swing a deal cat in the mutual fund industry without hitting a market timer. In criticizing the SEC for its lapse in enforcing security regulations, Senator Suzanne Collins found it shocking that the trading practices, which benefited a select group of the individuals at the expense of the vast majority of mutual fund investors, continue soon thereafter. Joanne Marcellino resigned as the head of the SEC's Boston office for after it was learned that he failed to take an action on tips about Putnam's wrongdoings. Well, the investment lawyer said on the prevalent security violations in the mutual fund industry that you couldn't swing a dead cat in the mutual fund industry without hitting a market timer. So, the market timer is, in fact, a very vital one, and what actually has happened there since they are the regulator of the game and they know what is the final price of a share, and they can suddenly pre time or miss time or fix time any of the deals. They used to benefit some of their own clients, selected clients. When the timing was over officially, and it was declared over officially as well, then they kept the gates open for their selected clients. And of course, it was an under table deal. And this was, in fact, a fraud, and it was disclosed in the courts, it was disclosed in the Senate before the congressional committees and before the congressional leaders as well. And then, of course, there were the federal investigation agencies as well who discovered it, and then accordingly they proceeded against it. And it was in the knowledge of some of the officials who didn't take any action against them, though they turned a deaf ear and a blind eye to them. And when it was in their knowledge, they should have taken some action against them, but they didn't. So, in the next video, I'll tell you about the security markets. I'll talk about the definitions, I'll talk about the concepts, and I'll share with you some of the examples, and you will be able to certainly know a lot. What is it all about? So, we'll continue with the studies, we'll continue with the discussion, and I'm pretty sure that the learners, the students, the viewers, the audience will learn a lot, and it will be very beneficial for all of them.